2013, and you know what I'm saying. I just feel like tonight is one of those nights where, not only are we kicking off a new year, I mean we kicking off basically a celebration of sorts, because you know the guest that we have on tonight is back not only with some new music, but I mean, we need the trademark that this guy has provided over the years. I mean, this dude is not just a West Coast legend, but a hip-hop legend, icon. You know, put him where you want to put him, but he's one of the all-time greats. And we want to welcome my dude, MC Eiht, in the building. Hey, what it is?
Yeah, what's cracking, people?
Man, Happy New Year, and Happy New Year. What is up?
Yes, indeed. All good. Everything's looking hood and good.
Indeed, man. I want to thank you for taking the time to call in to Team Down Radio tonight. And I'm just put it out there, bro. I'm glad you back with new music. We need that. we need that trademark from you, Eiht. So it's good to have you back doing music in 2012, 2013. We need it.
And just, we just got to try to, it feel good to try to get back on the mic, try to get some stuff out there. Some of the people been missing, airways been flooded with a lot of, shit lately. So just felt it was time to, try to come back out and try to drop something, that some of my people can, get into, or they can feel or understand, or, just some feel-good West Coast music, that's how we do.
Exactly. And I got to tell you, man, like I said, as a, not just a radio guy, but as a fan first, I mean, I kind of grew up with you, you know what I'm saying, when you first struck out, you know what I'm saying, with Compton's Most Wanted, grew up with you throughout, not just you being a movie guy, a music guy, but also, I'm pretty sure you get this around a lot of hoods and stuff like that, man. Like, you helped a lot of us dudes kind of grow up during that era, just kind of keeping it solid, you know what I'm saying, back then when it was okay to be real with where you was from and how you put shit down, you know what I mean? So I got to tell you as a fan first, bro, like, I mean, not only was it needed back then, but I just feel like, you got that legacy that will never die, you feel me?
Yeah, back then, we was able to, reach out and tell people how it was in the neighborhoods and poverty, and like I always try to tell people, my angle was never to try to just glorify cooking and blood and how it was, but we all grew up in neighborhoods and all seen the struggle, poverty, police, whatever you have it, So that's what my music depicted, Nowadays, you hear music, everybody having fun, popping wines and champagnes and driving fancy cars or what have you. And,
right.
Not to be trying to say everybody broke, but I know there's still some cats out here struggling, So,
no doubt.
I know a few cats that ain't rolling around in Bentleys and flying private jets and all that, so you got to stick to the format of music, especially of where I come from or what I try to represent just across the board, not just for Compton, but just for, cats like me, you, or whoever grew up in that type of situation and still no cats in it, We need that type, Everybody got their own lane as far as music is concerned. You want to listen to you want to listen to whoever, that's your forte, but, I got to have something that reach me more than just, hey, let's go spend some money tricking floss, and that's how we roll, because that ain't how we roll, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like you said, talking about, just kind of growing up in an era where it's just, everything that you've seen around your hoods was just real. I mean, it was cool for people to kind of talk about it because, certain sections in your town I was probably going through some of the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, us not having as much as we needed to have, and you seen things around the hood, and it just made it more of, I could relate to this dude. I could relate to Eiht when he was, kicking his lyrical, game to the peoples, because I'm from the Bay, bruh. So, you where you from, I'm where I'm from. I was like, we was kind of connected.
We grew up in that situation. you know what it's like up there, niggas trying to get it and trying to, you know, coming from situations to where, you know, parents are struggling and we got to eat or whatever,
right.
you know. So, you know, I don't want, like, not to be, like, glorifying because, you know, we don't glorify it, you know, but I'm a hood.
Exactly.
So I can't do nothing but speak about what I know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, you know, I don't want to just get all up in people's faces as buying my music and, you know, want to glorify, man, you know, I got platinum watches and chains and I got 10 chains and platinum watches and I spent $50,000 on a girl in the strip club and, you know, and that's
right.
all my life is. When just last year I was struggling to eat and we were serving on the block and going through struggles or whatever. So, you know, you got to stay original with some of these people. You know,
exactly.
That's how you stay longevity and you keep that. Because, you know, music can't be overcrowded with all just the mumbo-jumbo, man. Come on.
Exactly. And then that's why you still have
personally, as you cats as radio DJs, you know, I mean, I know it must be hell of a to try to, you know, be on the radio with some of the stuff that's got to be played. It's like, is this the choice I've left with? You know.
Hey, that's why I'm reaching out to you, bro.
It's good to run your own station because, man, if I had to work for one of these corporate radio stations and you telling me, or are you for real? Like, I really got to play this on my hour? Like, for real? Like, this is what you're going to have me playing for the next 4 hours, right? This, right here. I got to force feed this shit on the people, right? Like, you know, I got to make them want this because you can't tell me just on any given Sunday you want to be rolling around in your car with 15-inch woofers bumping shit like that.
Right.
You can't, come on. I mean, substitution music is how I feel, you know. Music calms savage beats, and in the hood, that ain't calming nobody down. I mean, you making me want to come at you. You know, you flossing and you doing this and you doing that. And, man, I know I'm over here struggling, so give me somebody I can relate to in my music. You know
exactly.
I want to know what cat, even if he is living up in the big hills, well, come on, you know, we all want to succeed.
Exactly.
But still, I don't want a cat when I got to go spend my $10 on his record telling me about what the hell he got, what he making, what he spent, what he tricked. But then he want me to buy his record, because to me that's kind of like insulted me.
Yeah.
You want me to spend my money on you when you finna go trick off my $10 and then throwing it up in my face because I'm never gonna be able to get on that status, you know. So what's something like that's why I tell cats, man, you slapping yourself in the face when you say this is good, or man, this is tight, or this is man, this cat got the bomb, and I'll be like, man, think about what you're saying.
Right.
This cat throwing money in your face. He's showing you all these pretty women that you never gonna have. He's showing you this $300,000 car he riding around in. You ain't gonna never have. So basically, he telling you, look at what I got. You ain't never finna get this, but this is what I want you to buy because this is what that's gonna make you feel good. So it's gonna make you feel good to go bumping somebody else's floss. Nah.
Like, how that shit look, man? Wait a minute.
We either in the same gang, same gang, or it ain't cool. Because when you start alienating yourself, then you don't stay true to the people. So
exactly.
That's one of my reasons why keeping on making the type of music that I make, because, you know, that's the type of music I make it for. I make it for the simple. For the simple, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We like to hear music like it ain't all about, like I said, we all seen the dope era and the gang banging and all that, the guns and all that. It ain't to glorify it, but it's just what go on where I'm from.
Exactly.
It's what go on. If I grew up in Bel Air or whatever, I probably wouldn't have been a rapper. I probably played sports, been a sportscaster or whatever, doctor, lawyer, whatever your dreams or your ambitions.
Right, exactly. Right.
When you grow up in the damn projects, or you grow up with niggas that's bang, bang, bang on the block every day, and there's Crip and there's blood, and then there's, you know, girls on welfare, and there's homies getting shot, and we getting pulled over because we in a lowrider, and one times the sweating is because we in the wrong area, and that's what we go through. And I know I got 10 homeboys that's going through it. I got cousins down in Mississippi that go through it, homies up in Chicago that go through it, up in the Bay, over in Texas, over in New York. So why not relate to them cats?
Yeah. That's Eiht. And Eiht, at the end of it all, too, like, I mean, you know, I always look at stuff like that. Like, I mean, you know, I ain't hating none of the people, and I know you are. Nobody is. I mean, they do what they do. But listen, at the same time,
for that. Everybody got their own lane.
Exactly, and that's one of the things that people got to understand. Like, you know, I mean, but you got to look at it and put it in a different lane too. Like, you know what I'm saying? People like you can. I guarantee you're gonna have a trunk load of songs that people is gonna be able to sing to, you know, spit to, whatever it is they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Due to the simple fact that, you know what, I relate to Eiht. I relate to what he just put down by what he said. A lot of people, like you said, don't relate to the popping bottles because they don't do that on my. They don't do that in my hood.
I can't relate to it. And I've been in the era, you know, go to the award ceremonies and fancy clubs and all that. But I feel uncomfortable if you want to ask me. I'm one of them dudes that like just give me. Hey, I put out the record, the homies love it, the fans love it, it's doing good. Keep all the accolades. Yeah. Because I want to still remain simple to people. I don't want to walk around with 50,000 bodyguards to where people, now I'm not normal. I'm not normal. Let me relate to you like the street poet and I'm just telling you what's going on. You already know what's going on, so let me give it to you in the form that you can like. Because I'm going to put it behind a nice beat. I'm going to put it behind something you can get in your car, feel good to at the club, or you can ride around with the homies, or just listen to it at home and be like, damn. You know something? Simple, to the point, relate to what we do, and it ain't off key. I don't feel strange. I don't feel strange when I'm rolling up and I'm bumping some shit talking about, yeah, pop it, pop it, pop it. Shake your pumpkin for it, you know. Niggas will look like me like I'm crazy. I feel embarrassed to pull up on the side of people, you know, people looking at me and I'm blasting pop it all out the window. They like, what is this cat doing? Like, you know, there's a time and place for that. You want to feel good in the club and you want to see a girl pop it once or twice, do that. Yeah. But come on, that cannot be our foundation for hip-hop.
Nah.
As far as if you look at from where hip-hop came from, because I'm a West Coast dude. I followed East Coast hip-hop from the beginning.
Yeah.
Music nowadays cannot be the resulting ending of our foundation of hip-hop from where we came from day one.
We can't go out like that.
Come on. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. That's all, period. You know,
I always feel like that. Hey, and I always felt like this, bro. Like, if hip-hop is going to crash and burn, it's going to be done gangster, though. You know what I'm saying? If it's going to fall down, it's going to fall down.
It's gonna go
you feel
out,
me?
Let it go out on but if we make it true shit, then it don't go no. I mean, because it's been around for a long time.
That is true.
But
that's true.
It's now, it's like when you got no substance, it's like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what happened. It took to the turn, whatever. Like, people didn't want to, you know. Come on, niggas getting killed every day.
That's right.
Don't blame it on what we do as far as to say, oh, well, that can't be. Come on. Because before I started rapping and before I even heard of Eazy-E, when it was just New York and Run DMC, I still was seeing niggas on my block get blew away.
Oh, absolutely,
and
no doubt.
Banking and all that. So it can't be that form. Even when it wasn't that there, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It just cannot go to that pattern of music. It got to be some kind of, and like I said, we don't need no savior, and I'm not the savior, and I'm just here to put in my 2 cents and do what I do for cats like me and you, and just like me as a fan of Eric B. and Rakim or Run DMC or EPMD or Tribe Called Quest or Big Daddy Kane or some shit like that. As a fan of hip-hop, I want to hear some shit like that. I didn't always put motherfucking...
I didn't always put Eazy-E and NWA in my tape deck.
Right.
I listen to Tribe Called Quest, Relaxation, and I listen to Wu-Tang and my boy Raekwon, and I listen to I practically grew up on EPMD and Eric P. and Rakim. They wasn't talking about in the hood, we blowing away niggas and blood and crippin', but you still can relate to their music.
Hey, and I'll be damned if you hear a Rakim joint saying, pop it, drop it.
Come on, man. Come on. And like I said, perfect example, EPMD. They wasn't from the West.
Nah.
Okay.
But they were some ill niggas, though.
But come on, man. You couldn't deny you got to chill. You couldn't deny you a customer. You couldn't deny songs like, you couldn't deny it. Even all the way over here, us being from the Bay and from Compton and L.A., we banging that shit. We banging that because we can relate to, come on, man, you just got to chill. Just relax your mind, let you it's simple.
And we was proud of it,
Like,
we was proud of that shit.
Come on, now. Nowadays, it's like, it's even hard to even, like, give niggas a chance. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where you coming from with this? Like, what's the angle? Is it all just about impressing a female and some big booty and some grip? Because I was taught that the real baller-ass niggas like that, hush. They don't floss and do all that and talk about what they got and what they want. You already know it, or you don't. You want to think I got nothing, and you think I got nothing. You want to think I got something, and you think I got something. But that's where it's going to stay.
That's right.
I'm not going to get out here and let you know that I just spent $1 million on a chain, and because are you looking foolish?
Yeah. I mean, where they do that at, where it's just like, man, you just want to brag and boast about what you got. It's like, who does that?
You spend $1 million on chains and you bragging on all this, and I guarantee you, it's one nigga you know right now that's struggling, that ain't got what you got.
Exactly.
I guarantee you, it's one nigga you know right now that's struggling, that you know, that you're cool with.
That's right. Well, Eiht over here preaching on T-Dot Radio right there, hosted by Brandon. Hey, I was going to ask you this, bro. Like, that there's a lot of, we get a lot of love from overseas and shit like that. So there's a lot of, not just, the States, Compton, LBC, the Bay. Like, we got a lot of Japan listeners, a lot of people from Australia. Like, they love you, bro.
I done been in Japan. I was in Japan for about a month. I was in Europe for about a month. I've toured all over. That's one thing I could say about my rap career. I was one of these cats who was able to go, Got a lot of hood cats who do the neighborhood thing, whatever, and they don't really get to go around, whatever. But I had the success to go around and tour in Japan and Europe and France and Germany, and I got a chance to do all that. So the international thing, because, they kind of behind us a little bit, but they know what's real.
They embrace hip-hop culture like a motherfucker, too.
It's so funny to see how they love our shit. We can't get we can't get the people right here to support us for nothing. We got to go all the way across seas to get support from them.
Ain't that a bitch, though? Like,
they know what's good.
Exactly.
That's the funny shit, because they know what's good. They know they want to hear some Eiht or some old school Eazy-E or some whatever. If it's keeping it hood and it's going real, they want to hear it.
Yep.
Don't care about no popping bottles and booty shaking and how many chains you got on and how many auto tunes you can do and how many love raps you can do and all that shit. Nobody care about that. Nobody care about that, man. You fooling the kids.
Right.
Because, mom and dad will go buy my iTunes card, and then they'll go, oh, I saw so-and-so on YouTube, and, come on. It's accessible now.
Exactly.
Because back then, my mom wasn't finna give me $10 to go buy no Eazy-E record. I had to go sneak. You get it? So But nowadays, you get an 8-year-old to get on the computer. Mom, buy me an iTunes card. Oh, because I like pop it, booty, booty. And I want it. Okay, here's your iTunes card. And so now, you know, that's where it's at right now.
Right,
That's
exactly.
where it's at. It's so accessible to get this shit and blow a nigga up. It's like my 8-year-old to be like, he come in and tell me shit that, who is this? Oh, you ain't never heard of this group, and you know, and you.
Right.
I'm like, but who are they? I'm like, what substance? What they about? Are they just another motherfuckers yelling, hey, I got this, I'm that, I'm bad, I got swag. I'm like, oh my, like, I mean, man, it's like no substance nowadays. So I felt like it was a perfect time to pick the lane and do what I usually do and just make some hood shit. Not like say we ain't gonna glorify the hood as like, okay, we over here banging on niggas, shooting them up, but I'm gonna make some hood music for you. For people who come from my era and miss that sound, like, you know, I just miss that sound. I want to hear me some old Dr. Dre The Chronic, or some old Snoop Dogg Doggy Style, or some old Ice Cube Death Certificate, or, you know, I want to hear some of that.
Hey, you gotta come. Hey, we come strapped. Hey, put that in your spot too, bro. Come on.
Music to drive by. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I want to hear some of that.
Yes.
I want to hear some. You cannot be afraid to stay in your element because you want to. It's okay to adapt, but there's plenty of ways you can adapt and keep your loyalty to, let's face it, the motherfuckers who put you where you at now.
That's right.
They down here going like, what about us? What happened to us? We put you up there.
That's right.
You know all them true songs you used to make and reach out and make us feel like we was a part, and you know, oh man, this cat right here speaking. You know, he's saying I can feel. Now he done made 2-3 million records, so now it's like I'm pushing my Lambo, my platinum chain. You know, I've been like this. I've been born with the silver spoon in my mouth. I've been hustling. You've been. But 2 records ago, you struggling like a motherfucker.
Exactly.
That's what I don't get with cats, you know. It's like we can't have, and that's why people be like, dang, how do you stay around and you can keep making? Why? Because I'm not finna confuse my fan base or the people who just like Eiht. I'm not finna do it. I don't care how much is out there that you can grab off of doing some crazy shit. Because I'd rather somebody tell me they like my shit because I kept it hood or I kept it original Eiht. He never changed this format. It don't matter what. It don't matter. Cats done did this and they done did that and they done changed their names and they done did this and they done went to that. You can pick up a record and he's still on that same page.
Exactly. It's
so
always
that's why I still
the
got
same.
Always. I mean, like Mama say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
And we ain't broke with it. It ain't broke. It's just that we got to let people, you know, it's like we just got to let our people know that it's still accessible. You ain't got to turn on your radio and hear, you know, that crap.
Exactly.
You ain't got to. You ain't got to be forced to buy that crap.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to give you something that you're going to at least feel good about spending your $10 on at the end of the day.
That's why your project that's going to be coming out too, and I know you got new music, and we're going to spin that shit too. MC Eiht is on Team Darn Radio right here, right now.
You know, we trying to get it cracking, man. The new
you better fucking believe it. You better believe it. Hey, how's it now, like, you know, compared to when you know, first launched out? I mean, I know you doing everything grassroots and shit. I mean, how do you feel about everything now that you have really the power to reach out to people like you're reaching out to, you know, hundreds of thousands of people worldwide now?
It's better now. I mean, it's better now. You cut the middleman out of a lot of shit.
Right.
You cut the middleman out, and I've always been one to always want to have just a straight up, you know, with the fans, because I'm one that likes to see your input, whether it's good or bad. And, but that just shows that you're a real motherfucker when, like when you can get on Twitter and somebody can say something and you can respond back, or you can get with local radio like this, or just homies who trying to make it and do something for themselves. You show your love back by getting on radio shows or doing little interviews or doing little, you know, nowadays it's better for me because I can be direct with fans. I don't have to wait for somebody to tell me, or, well, they ain't big enough, or they station ain't good enough, or they ain't selling enough this or that. Man, it ain't always about that.
Exactly. And we're going to run.
Is how you make it.
And what we're going to do is we're going to run the rain right now. We're going to come back. We're going to take a couple of calls, too, for a quick segment after we rock it. That man right here on Twitter right now. Go to twitter.com/8, EIHTO. EIHT MC Eiht is the guest of honor right here, hip-hop icon on Team Dime Radio. And, hey, man, you want to take a couple of quick ones, bro? Got a lot of fans out there, bro.
For sure. Let's take a couple right quick.
All right, let's take a couple right quick. Hey, and hey, real quick before I take this first call, hey, your project, man, when's that dropping?
The EP Keep It Hood is dropping this Friday, if I'm not mistaken. It should be out this Friday everywhere, all digital outlets. Physical copies and vinyl will be out next month. So, yeah, it's dropping Friday. And the album, Which Way Is West, will be out in April. So, you know, we're trying to gear it up.
That's what it is. I'm definitely ready to get that, man. Man, Friday, I think we need to do a damn release party and just celebrate this thing, boy. So we got it going.
Yeah, we can get it cracking, man. We're going to have to do it like we used to, you know what I'm saying? Show everybody there's nothing but love and shit, and we're going to reunite and reconnect how we do it back in the days, man. Just let's make some West Coast music for the people, you know, not just for us on the West, but for everybody who just want to hear something, like I say, some good music.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I'm ready for it. Let's take this call right here from my man Gav representing the LBC. You might have been on Team Dime Radio with MC Eiht. What it do, Gav?
Chill. What it do, OG, MC Eiht, my niggas?
What's cracking, people?
Shit, I was just watching your ass on Thicker Than Water the other day.
Watching the pin gun shit.
Man.
Classic. That's that hood classic right there.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, man. We just trying to keep it hood, man. Represent for all the neighborhoods, man. Wherever a nigga be, man. That's what we here to do. I'm just trying to represent for all the niggas that's still in the hood struggling and want to put something in their motherfucking radios and bang.
Cause shit, I used to slap that shit that you did with Lynch. All I ever wanted to be was a rider. Yeah, that was my shit.
Yeah. That Lynch album was classic. Yeah, that was another little project I did. That got some of the homies in the hood fired up. You know, just trying to keep that good music. Let them know we still got it.
A lot of people want to know, Eiht, if you still thinking about, doing some movies, writing scripts. What you got going on, bro?
Man, I'm about to start shooting a movie in like 2 weeks. Some little cats I know got some little distribution going for this little movie they got cracking. So we're about to start shooting it at the end of this month. So I don't know when they going to get it out, whatever, but it's definitely official. We back in the movies.
That's what it is. Hey, when you looking for collaborating with other people, what is it that you really? I probably can answer this for you, but we got my girl Denia in the chat room. She wanted to know, what are you actually looking for when you do collab with an artist or a producer? What I'm saying? What do you look for, beat wise, lyric wise? What you look for?
Producers really, for me, like my man Brink. My man's from Austria. I connected with my man through, the internets, whatever. It's just, with producers, you just got to have that sound. If you're an artist, you know that. I'm not one of them cats who will just go, depending on if I'm collabing. Now, if I'm rapping with someone and they want me to guest appearance as a lyricist on their project, I can't argue with the beat they pick. That's not my choice. But I'm not going to discriminate and tell them, man, your beat kind of horrible. If it's what you want me to do, I'm going to do it. Regardless of whatever the people might think. Like, oh, man, why don't you do that song with Homeboy? It was crap. It was, let me tell you something. To him, it was the best in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's what I can do for him, you know, who knows? He might not never go nowhere with it. He might not never go as far as this backyard studio. But you can't discourage another nigga's fame or his drive. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it as far as with rappers. With producers, you just got to know that sound. And if you're a hot producer, you going to have that sound. I don't discriminate any cat. White, black, Mexican, Chinese, where you got music, then I'm going to feel that because I'm one of these old school cats, you know. I was the type of cats who used to dig records out the crates and listen to them and stuff like that. So I'm a music person. I don't care what it is, jazz, R&B, gospel, whatever. If it got a beat and you can produce, you can produce. You can capture anybody's ear. So when I collaborate, I don't discriminate. You can be the best. You can be from Jay-Z to T.I., or you can be a cat that just started rapping yesterday trying to get it in. If you're going to respect me and have to, you know, to come at me right, whatever we can work out, if you feel this is what you want to do and you want to present yourself with a song with me on it and whatever, we get down. I try not to discriminate, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you never know. This cat could be a nobody. He could turn around and have the hottest record in the country 2 days, a year from now, you know. So you just have to pay attention to it, man. You know cats ain't never going nowhere, and they just got some crap shit. Then, hey, I tell them, too. I can't fuck with that, homie. That's just, hey.
Real talk.
Some cats will beat you to their pocket, man. I can pay. But sometimes it just ain't worth the money.
It ain't See, that's a solid dig right there, though. Real talk.
It's like it ain't worth it. I ain't gonna even take your little change because it's not worth it, dude. You shouldn't be rapping, really. Like, what is this, a hobby? Like, what are you doing this for? Somebody bought you some equipment and you just what? Don't quit your day job.
Let's take one more caller. Let's take Cuz from the Loop. Let's mic this man up. You on T.Radio with MC Eiht. What it is, Cuz?
Hey, what's up with you, Brian? What's up with you, Eiht, Cuz? How you going with you, bro?
What's cracking, peoples?
Oh, shit. I was just, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan, long-time fan, grew up on your music, man. I remember as a kid, you know what I'm saying, growing up watching the hood that took me under. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker had got blue flags on, smoking, you know, weed, had the guns and shit. That's back then when videos could do all that shit. I remember, like, these niggas look dangerous as fuck, but, you know what I'm saying? But I like this shit, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. I love it. Some strange weed. I'm like 11, 12 years old. Like, they look dangerous. Like, I don't want to fuck with them, Brad. You know? It's like, you from the hood, homie.
Hey, if you was from the, you done seen that shit. You done seen that shit in your lifetime.
Yeah.
So, like I said, people relate. You relate to shit like that.
Right.
Not that we trying to glorify. My intention was never to try to glorify the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I never wanted people to get that's why I used to get banned a lot, because people thought we was having fun with this shit. You know, like, oh, they banging and they killing. No, it wasn't that. I'm trying to show you bastards how we had to live. This is how we had to live. This how we really had to live. This ain't no made for TV. This ain't no. We really had to live like that. It was really going on. So when I made records like that, I knew I had to be touching cats, you know, because I know this can't just be going on in Compton. I know it. I know it's going on in other places. Even though they don't want to talk about it, it's going down. So my intention was never to scare the youth or the little BGs back then or the kids, or not to glorify the gang banging, but like I say again, where I grew up, this is what was going on. Cats were riding around with Uzis, jacking and killing, and you know, and it was just a way of life. Period. That was the way of life for us.
Well, you know, I had the honor of meeting you some years ago, like back in early 2000, in St. Louis. You know, I'm from St. Louis. And you and Mac 10 came right up in the hood on the north side of St. Louis. Y'all came to like this little retail shop. It was just you, Mac 10, and y'all came up in a little van, maybe like two other dudes, and all motherfuckers out, all, you know, from different, like, gang-banging motherfuckers. I was right up in there with everybody else, Crips Blood. But y'all came out there and showed love, man. You was promoting that, I think, Automatic album. And I signed my poster.
Okay, yeah.
You know, you signed my poster and shit. And I'm like, these niggas are really official with it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey,
you got to be like that. I don't want to perpetrate on none of the niggas I meet. You know, I do music. I try to be real with them. You can't perpetrate. So when you come to town, you got to be like, that's my main purpose. Wherever we go in town, we need to go somewhere where the niggas at, not to just be trying to show or prove, but you connect with people like that. They connect with you. Because just like you said, you see a nigga come up in here and you like, oh, man, you some real niggas. They walk up in here, they ain't no static, they show love. They know this area. I'm pretty sure somebody done told them it's hot over here. It's where it really get down at. But for us to be wanting cats like y'all to familiarize with, we going through the same shit y'all going through, so let's show love and go over here and show niggas that we just down-to-earth niggas just like them. We trying to represent the same thing, and we all trying to get to the same spot. We all trying to make it to the top and climb out this pot of shit.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, so I just want to say, keep your head up, homie. Keep doing the music. You know what I'm saying? Keep supporting you. And much love, bro.
Good looking, peeps. Good looking.
Appreciate it.
Be sure to get that new EP. It's dropping on Friday. Keep it hood, man. It's gonna be nothing but hood, nothing but shit you can roll around and bump. You ain't gonna be embarrassed to pull up. You ain't gonna be embarrassed to pull up in the hood bumping the shit, because it ain't gonna be no pop the coochie type of shit. So it's gonna be all good.
Right.
Hey, you know, I'm
sure.
always grassroots with it, man. So, you know, Friday when I buy it, man, I'm going to turn it around and make sure I continue to promote that shit on Friday, man. Do it up real big.
Turn it around, holler at me. Like I said, I do criticism, feedback. Hit me up on Twitter, holler at me. I respond, like you said. When y'all hit me up, ask to do the interview, I'm like, man, let's do it. No problem. I'm on the boys, no cat. We gonna make this happen because we need, like I need y'all need me. We gonna make this happen, make it secure, and we gonna show people that we really got love on the West, and they need to come on back over here and fuck with us.
Exactly, and not only that, I mean, you a stand-up dude, not just you being approachable, and people could go hit up Eiht on Facebook, go to facebook.com/Eiht.Compton. You know what I'm saying? Hit that dude up there, and also Twitter.
And now people can know that this ain't no media or no publicist running the sites. And
that's a real nigga.
This is me straight up responding, so they ain't got to worry about who is this, the publicist or somebody like that. It's all Eiht. I handle all my shit. So, from the littlest to the biggest, you know, interviews, magazines, whatever, man. Because it ain't doing nothing but chopping it up with some niggas. And we all want to just chop it up, spit, what's up, how you been, everything hood. All right, man. I like your shit. Keep doing what you doing. I'm going to keep what I'm doing, and we going to make it happen. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying?
Where's love, man? And before we let you go, man, definitely Friday, man, we definitely going to celebrate your release, and we definitely going to do it up big. And,
y'all bang it out for me. Y'all hit me up. We get back again, talk about it, play some songs from the EP. We hook it up. Everybody out there, get the EP, Keep It Hood, dropping Friday. Mixed by my man DJ Premier, all scratching by my man DJ Premier. Bring Sinatra on the production. It's going to be a lovely thing, I'm telling you. You won't be disappointed, for sure.
Hey, looking forward to that. Looking forward to all your future shit, too, the movies, everything else, man. But I'm glad to have you back.
Like I said, be on the lookout. Which Way Is West is coming. I know it's been a long time. That's why my man Premier put the scratches in the rain, you know. You probably wonder why it's taking so long. You know, we coming with it. It's official. Me and my man DJ Premier, Which Way Is West. So in the meantime, keep it hood. Out Friday. Hit me up on Twitter, 808. Hit me up on Facebook, Eiht. We connect. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hey, appreciate the love, bro. What's love right here?
Nexxlegacy.